Alright, place your bets. Will Millie regain her streak of being in the leaders, or will she not? Place your bets. The bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Jeremy runs into the cornucopia and hides. Elizabeth, Freddy, Cassie, and Foxy run away from the cornucopia. Dylan rips a mace out of Andrew's hands. Susie shoots an arrow into Jessica's head. Oswald runs away from the cornucopia along with Golden Freddy. Michael snatches a pair of sais. Mrs. Afton finds a bag full of explosives. Sarah runs away from the cornucopia. Gabriel runs away with a lighter and some rope. Millie rips a mace out of Chica's hands. Evan runs away from the cornucopia. William gathers as much food as he can. Bonnie runs away from the cornucopia. Cassidy finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Charlie grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Gregory takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Fritz steps off his podium too soon and blows up. Day 1 in the Hunger Games. Gregory practices his archery. Elizabeth stalks Golden Freddy. Susie sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Dylan picks flowers. Millie runs away from Jeremy. Freddy begs for Sarah to kill him. She refuses, keeping Freddy alive. Chica chases Oswald. Cassidy tends to Gabriel's wounds. Evan steals from Foxy while he isn't looking. Cassie searches for a water source. Charlie and Michael work together for the day. Bonnie travels to higher ground. Mrs. Afton injures herself. Andrew chases William. Fallen tributes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Jessica from District 9 and Fritz from District 4. Night 1. Michael and Gregory work together to drown Gabriel. Elizabeth thinks about home. Chica and Bonnie sleep in shifts. Foxy begs for Andrew to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Foxy. Mrs. Afton tries to treat her infection. Golden Freddy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Charlie, Sarah, Oswald, and Cassie sleep in shifts. Evan starts a fire. Jeremy goes to sleep. Dylan, Millie, and William discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Freddy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Cassidy passes out from exhaustion. Susie screams for help. Day 2 in the Hunger Games. Susie chases Freddy. Chica constructs a shack. Gregory does the same thing. Millie injures herself. William, Jeremy, Cassidy, and Oswald hunt for other tributes. Charlie poisons Bonnie's drink but mistakes it for her own and dies. Evan and Cassie hunt for other tributes. Golden Freddy tries to spear fish with a trident. Mrs. Afton attempts to climb a tree but falls on Andrew, killing them both. Elizabeth tries to spear fish with a trident. Michael camouflages himself in the bushes. Dylan picks flowers. Sarah sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Fallen tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Gabriel 5 from District 5, Foxy from District 2, Charlie from District 9, Mrs. Afton from District 7, and Andrew from District 8. One district is out of the picture. Night 2. Elizabeth passes out from exhaustion. Dylan screams for help. Jeremy climbs a tree to rest. Cassidy throws a knife into Michael's chest. Freddy climbs a tree to rest. Susie begs for Sarah to kill her. She refuses, keeping Susie alive. William screams for help. Millie and Bonnie hold hands. Oswald fends Golden Freddy, Chica, and Gregory away from his fire. Cassie kills Evan with a hatchet. Day 3 in the Hunger Games. Cassidy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Oswald practices his archery. Chica questions her sanity. Susie, Golden Freddy, Gregory, William, and Freddy hunt for other tributes. Jeremy and Bonnie work together for the day. Millie travels to higher ground. Elizabeth runs away from Sarah. Cassie runs away from Dylan. Fallen tributes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Michael from District 6 and Evan from District 8. Night 3. Chica and Millie huddle for warmth. Cassie destroys Gregory's supplies while he is asleep. Bonnie and Chica huddle for warmth. Jeremy silently snaps William's neck. Very good. Sarah lets Golden Freddy into her shelter. Freddy and Elizabeth run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Susie sets an explosive, killing Oswald and Dylan. Excuse me. Day 4 in the Hunger Games. Cassidy sprains her ankle while running away from Millie. Jeremy hunts for other tributes. Gregory falls into a pit and dies. Golden Freddy and Elizabeth fight Sarah and Chica. Golden Freddy and Elizabeth survive. Susie tends to Bonnie's wounds. Cassie searches for a water source. Freddy questions his sanity. Fallen tributes. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. William from District 7, Oswald from District 10, Dylan from District 11, Gregory from District 12, Sarah from District 10, and Chica from District 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 districts are completely out. Night 4. Cassidy starts a fire. Jeremy severely slices Millie with a sword. Cassie and Freddy hold hands. Susie looks at the night sky. Elizabeth cries herself to sleep. Golden Freddy and Bonnie hold hands. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Susie convinces Bonnie to not kill her, only to kill him instead. Cassidy, Golden Freddy, and Elizabeth decides not to go to the feast. Cassie is unable to convince Jeremy to not kill her. Freddy decides not to go to the feast. Day 5 in the Hunger Games. Susie accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Cassidy diverts Freddy's attention and runs away. Elizabeth begs for Golden Freddy to kill her. He refuses, keeping Elizabeth alive. Jeremy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Fallen tributes. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Millie from District 11, Bonnie from District 1, Cassie from District 12, and Susie from District 4. Night 5. Jeremy thinks about home. Golden Freddy, Freddy, and Cassidy cheerfully sing songs together. Elizabeth climbs a tree to rest. Day 6 in the Hunger Games. Elizabeth runs away from Freddy. Cassidy and Golden Freddy construct a shack. Jeremy sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. No one has died so far. Yet. Night 6. Freddy tries to treat his infection. Golden Freddy goes to sleep. Cassidy tends to Jeremy's wounds. Elizabeth passes out from exhaustion. Day 7 in the Hunger Games. Cassidy searches for a water source. Freddy searches for firewood. Jeremy discovers a river. Golden Freddy questions his sanity. Elizabeth receives medical supplies from unknown sponsor. Again, no one has died yet. Night 7. Cassidy decapitates Jeremy with a sword. Elizabeth receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Golden Freddy tends to his wounds. Freddy climbs a tree to rest. Day 8 in the Hunger Games. Cassidy cannot handle the circumstances and commits self-termination. Freddy is unable to convince Golden Freddy to not kill him. Elizabeth falls into a pit and dies. Fallen tributes. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Jeremy from District 5, Cassidy from District 3, Freddie from District 1, and Elizabeth from District 6. That leaves Golden Freddy from District 3 as the winner of this episode. Golden Freddy 1, Elizabeth 2nd, Freddy 3rd, Cassidy 4th, and Jeremy in 5th. Looks like Millie really didn't pull an advantage to get into the runner-up spot. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to have to take a break.